eating one of your habits? Do you like to eat? I know I do. But you know that 30% of the US population is actually considered obese? And according to OECD, which is the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, the United States is actually the fattest country in the world. From year 1990 through 2010, we've actually seen an increase of 30% in up to 12 different states. Now I want to give you some examples of different diseases caused by obesity. We'll just start off with diabetes, which is the leading disease caused by it. Then we have hyperlipidemia, which is a buildup of fat. And we also have blood circulation disease as well with that. Aside from those diseases, you also get a couple side effects, which include female infertility. You also include mental side effects in regard to stress. And it also includes a decrease in your libido. Now, aside from all these diseases, I want to go ahead and talk about what are some of the effects of eating unhealthy. Now, eating unhealthy can be very harmful for a person's life and well-being. According to the CDC, which is the Center for Disease and Control, obesity is actually the leading cause of death in the United States, only behind tobacco. As a matter of fact, 34% of the population, which are adults in the US, are actually considered overweight. And 31% of that is actually considered obese. Now, there's actually a lot of diseases that cause death, which is increased by obesity, which can include heart disease, cancers, and strokes. As I mentioned before, diabetes is a leading disease caused by obesity, and it also increases the chance of heart disease, which can include heart palpitations, heart attacks, hypertension, as well as high blood pressure. Aside from all those diseases, diabetes also increases the chance of kidney problems, which can ultimately be another cause of death. And it could be very, very painful because the side effects of kidney problems can actually have your legs and feet actually swell up, which of course could be very painful for anybody that has walking problems. Aside from that, it also increases the chance of nerve damage as well, which could also be potentially fatal. This can potentially hurt you in the bottom of your feet, which you can have tingling, and it also could help decrease the chances of you feeling any kind of injury. So if you get a scratch or a bump, it'll take longer for you to realize that you're hurt. Potentially you can get into infection or anything like that. Now that we've seen those kind of side effects which could be harmful for your health, let's take a look at the other side effects of obesity, which are non-health related. Not only does eating unhealthy hurt you physically, but it can also hurt your pockets. We actually spend over $190 billion a year in medical options due to obesity. As a matter of fact, Americans actually spend $5 million extra a year on jet fuel simply because we have to carry heavier Americans. Americans also spend over $33 million extra a year on weight loss programs that ultimately aren't even used. After 2 or 3 months, they just throw it away if they don't see any kind of result. Also, on average, a person spends an additional $1,400 every year, as well as every capita, on medical expenses compared to someone of normal weight. So when we look at all these effects of obesity, there's really nothing positive of eating unhealthy. So let's look at the positive effects of having a balanced and well-nutritious diet. Having a healthy and balanced diet can help you increase a better life and also help you prolong life. Eating healthy can help you increase your nutrition, your vitamins, and also minerals, which this could actually help you to increase your energy throughout the day, so you don't have to worry about drinking all these energy drinks, Red Bulls, Monsters, and things like that. You also don't have to worry about intaking any kind of sugar that's not healthy for you at all. It also helps you to better handle stress, to handle stress a little better. This means you don't have to worry about stressing yourself over something if there's no need for it. And if you are stressed because you're so full of energy, and natural energy is so much better than sugar energy, you don't have to worry about feeling so down when you're stressed out about something. Also, eating healthy is one of the best things that you can do to help you to decrease different diseases that we spoke about here today. For example, heart disease, it can also decrease the chance of that. It'll decrease the chances in type 2 diabetes, and it also decreases the chance of high blood pressure. This can also help some kind of cancers. Now, it wouldn't completely cure the cancers, but it would help the chance of increasing it. Aside from all that, it also helps you to manage yourself better during exercise. It'll help you to breathe a little bit better. Like I said, it gets you better energy so you can work out healthy as well. And most importantly, having a healthy life helps you to prolong your own life. You wouldn't want to take your own life because you're not eating healthy. I know I wouldn't. So in conclusion, when we look at everything that we talked about here today, we look at the pros and cons of an unhealthy diet, which is really nothing beneficial about not eating healthy. We also look at obesity as not very cost effective, as we spoke about earlier, you actually spend more money when you're obese than someone of normal weight. And lastly, we also look at the side effects of having a healthy, balanced nutrition life. You live a healthier life, you prolong your own life, and everything works out to your advantage. So in the introduction, I asked you if you like to eat, and if it's one of your eating habits. So I showed you some of the pros and cons of eating unhealthy and eating healthy. So next time you decide that you want to eat a cheeseburger and some fries, think about the side effects of eating that first before you take your next bite. Thank you.